Hi y'all. Thank you for joining me on the I Am Maggie Love channel, and I am Maggie Love. And I'm so grateful that you are come to spend this time with me, creep and crawl right on through this wonderful book, The Magic of Everyday Life, to see what pearls, what things might stick to help us along in our journey, our path, or whatever. When you do get a chance, please hit subscribe and like, and I would love to hear your positive comments. I am really working towards getting to my first 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hour. So please hit subscribe, hit like, and please leave your positive comments. And if you will, listen to the end of the video, and let me know in the comments what things you took away that are helping you in your life. Okay, so we are in chapter 12, developing the power of the nervous system. 12. The nature of the nervous system is twofold. There is a certain kind of tension as a result of overstressed work that develops because the energy expenditure required exceeds the physical body's production capabilities. So this is basically how a lot of our society is living now, right? Overstressed work, the energy is an over expenditure, and then the physical body is unable to keep up. And that's why we have a lot of like anxiety, stress, nervous breakdowns, medical illness, right? And a lot of times too, we're not in careers that are for our purpose and our life, our highest potentials. And of course, I'm a firm believer in, practical, where the rubber meets the road. You can't just go magical and jump in and just sit somewhere and do affirmations. You have to take action. You have to move in the direction of your dreams. So if you are going through a rough spot and the finances aren't there, you're still holding and walking that line of faith till the finances change. And in the process, you go with the flow of the universe. The universe is constantly sending us signals, but if we're closed off to it, it's not going to be able to help us. So we need to spend that time in self-care, get that glass full. We need to spend our time in meditation, time going straight into the silence, and time listening to the clues that come. Okay, so we know that's one of the things going on right now. Lots of stress, overworked, bodies breaking down, minds breaking down. Okay, the cause is insufficient physical energy in the body. This is a condition that is more easily remedied. Again, she says these things are easy. We can do it. Supplements containing phosphor and lecithin, such as eggs, butter, malto B, high phosphate syrup, etc., as well as vertebral and psychological therapy, are excellent for replenishing the body. It is essential. So now, guys, those are all wonderful supplements, but there is so much out there now to help us. There's, you can also go the reverse Uno and fast, and that helps the body to heal. Trying to put the most healthy foods, blessing your food, blessing your water before you eat it. The other things too, if you do get a chance, look up Quicksilver. They have amazing products, and they have this incredible liposomal technology, basically not just that, but just technology in general. But you have to take the supplement, hold it in your mouth 30 to 90 seconds, and then you swallow it, and basically it goes right into your bloodstream. It's so healing. There's so many good supplements there, so I encourage you to go check that out. All right, it is essential for anemic and overworked individuals to take concentrated supplements because they burn more energy than they can produce. Okay, so anemia. And one of the things too, I think we're going to hear later in this book, but elsewhere, if you are guppy breathing and not taking nice deep breaths, that causes anemia as well. So you can eat all the iron you want, but you need to breathe deeply. And it's like every spiritual practice in the world comes back to breath. So nice deep breaths. Okay. In supplementing neurological energies, an additional decisive factor is neurological exercise and light treatments, because without these supplements by themselves are not enough. So we need neurological energies. We need we need to decide, and we need to do light treatments. So we want to. So basically, what she's saying is water, food, nutrition, and also things that stimulate the mind and the heart and the body in healthy ways. Therapy involving substances that transfer power merely represent borrowing for the short term or long term, and work only in cases where there is no independent power production going on. So in these cases, it might be somebody medically fragile, or somebody who's also just not in a state to operate independently, and that's why we are connected. You know, we are a part of a whole, and some people are doing better than others, but we resonate in this field so that we are holding for the critical mass to tip things, so people in the lower end of the pool also rise up. One can reach stable, ground, heal, and swing into a healthy routine from such loans, but no one can live merely on the basis of borrowed resources. So you cannot keep borrowing against yourself, mind, body, spirit, and not think, like, what I say is that you're going to be creating a tab. So you either pay now or pay later. So you really want to inventory what you're doing. The body is refreshed from the effect of supplements. The inclination to anxiety palpably diminishes, but sustained results can only be achieved through a combination of methodologies. Neurological exercise consists of the following. So in the comments, if you would leave any comments on how these, if you tried one of these neurological exercises, if you're already doing them. I know a lot of you are very advanced, and I appreciate you hanging in there, but I also know there's people at all ends of the spectrum. So here we go. The practice is most easily done in the morning or evening when we are not yet or no longer dressed, because the constriction of tight clothing impedes movement. So kind of we also know, certain clothing can also impede the lymphatic system, and that's, that helps to move toxins out and around, and if you are impeded in a way in your clothing, things are not going to be able to move around. So the body in general needs room to move. So you do your cute little outfits, but then also give your body a breather. And that goes for undergarments as well. Okay, lying in bed on your back, stretched comfortably. Neville Goddard talks about that, laying on your back with no pillow. If you look into anesthesia positions for breathing that we use to recover people in the post-anesthesia care unit, or in the ICU, or just to facilitate a good airway, those are a great place to start. But anyway, lying on your back, stretched comfortably, totally relaxed, the limbs, then take a deep breath. The limbs. Despite filling the lungs completely with air, feel that you could still inhale a bit more. Yes, go deep into the base of the lungs. In this posture, the chest is expanded fully and the stomach sunk in deep. Now suddenly, with a thrust motion, without inhaling into the lungs, push the stomach out while the chest sinks in as a result. Stay in this position as long as the lungs stay filled with air. And when the air cannot be held any longer, exhale. Okay, so she's just describing a type of breathing. So we're going to read that again. You lie on your back, stretched comfortably, totally relaxed. The limbs, then take a deep breath. Despite filling the lungs completely with air, feel that you could still inhale a little bit more. So you inhale, and then you're going to feel that point where you think you can inhale a little bit more. In this posture, the chest is expanded fully and the stomach sunk down. So the chest expands fully. Just try to imagine that. You have your lungs, and then the stomach sinks. Okay? Now suddenly, with a thrust motion, without inhaling into the lungs, push the stomach out while the chest sinks in as a result. So you're going to push your stomach out and your chest is going to sink in as a result. So if one is expanded, the other one's down. The other one comes out, the other one goes down, right? Okay. Stay in that position as long as the lungs stay filled with air. When the air cannot be held any longer, exhale. Okay, repeat this exercise 4 or 5 times and pause for 2 to 3 minutes. In biophysiological terminology, this is called a balancing exercise, in reference to the scale-like movement of the belly and the chest. After a few weeks of this neurological exercise, we can notice an amazing increase in our neurological energies because the balancing exercises gives a stimulating massage to the solar plexus and spurs many other internal glands to increase activity. Woo! Oh, okay. So I know that in our group, we are into all kinds of breathing techniques. We are taking it to the next level. So I know a lot of you already have your breathing techniques. I know some of you are already masters of many of them, but some of you aren't. So this is the first time hearing this. I encourage you to give this a shot. Give it a shot for a couple weeks and see what neurological changes you get. It can't hurt. It's for free. You do it in your own safety of your comfort of your own home or wherever you are, and let's see what happens. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. Please support me in my endeavors to get my first 1,000 subscribers in that 4,000 hours. I've just been told to put it out to the universe and put it out to you. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, and leave comments on how this is helping you, or what's your purpose, what you are doing out there. And I hope that you will see more and more every day that you are magic, you're a miracle. The magic of everyday life is in you and surrounds you. And just breathe it in. All right, thank you. And when you know what comes next, all right. Peace in, peace out. Thank you.